Hello, everybody. I need to pause the metaphor music. It's already so loud in here in my brain. I haven't played Corru in a while, but it's Corru time, baby. That's the recording start button again. That's not going to help me. This one. There we go. That's Corru, baby. Right, I don't remember what any character sounds like because it's been like a month. Maybe even 2 months. So they sound different now. Everybody had a cold before. Hey, buddy. Good to see you. I was just checking the activity over the last night. This is pretty similar to what I saw when FunFriend fixed the first part of the collapse. I'll bet the next part of it is ready to view. Judging by the large amount of activity, this is probably a larger one. So, sorry if you still think the framing device sucks, lol. Go on in. Also, I was curious after work the other day, started looking at old news and video archives from when the collapse happened. Remember when videos were all on one site? That must have been nice. Anyway, didn't find anything too groundbreaking, just had some observations if you want to hear them when you get a minute. But right now, we gotta get you back into it. I know it's only been a few days, but people are starting to ask questions about how this one is going. I've been stalling, but, you know. Not sure how long that's gonna work, whether it's a matter of weeks or even days. What we have is probably already a bombshell. But I don't want to turn this thing in until it's nuclear. Okay? What you got, Moth? I have some questions. Let's hear them. I'll do my best. Thoughts on the collapse. What do you think of the collapse? You said you had some thoughts? Oh, yeah. So I always thought it was a tragedy. Especially since it was the cap on the golden age of human and Obesk relations. Like, truly golden age. But, man, looking back at the news from those days makes me so sad. Videos, news, everything. Everyone felt like everything was going to change. And I mean, things did change, but I'm talking space age change. Apparently everyone really thought we'd be exploring the stars with the Obesk. Like they'd uplift us or whatever. Alright, I'm off topic. I haven't even gotten to the topic yet. Basically, when the collapse started happening, people reported some truly strange events with Obesk machines. Golems started acting erratically, but never actually hurt anyone. Like, I was watching this video of some annoying vlogger who was trying to interview one near a polygonation spire. Pretty sure it was the one close to New Zealand, actually. But right in the middle of him harassing this golem, its face flickers and it nearly falls over. Then it just starts floating past him, right into the ocean, and disappears beneath the surface. So the vlogger turns the camera back on his face, and he's doing that surprise thumbnail thing they used to do back then. And in the background, you can see the other golems doing it too. Just before the spire starts collapsing and everyone has to run. Spooky shit, man. Even golems further inland apparently started going for the coast too. Oh, and there was this article I found. There was this one engineer quote who had an accident with a golem. It didn't say their name, but there was a picture of the aftermath. They totally minced this golem they were working with and apologized to everyone and ran off. It's pretty clear what seized all their tech had literally zero intent to harm a single human. So what the hell are these golems attacking the embassy for? Alright, I know I'm rambling, but one more thing. No matter where I looked, even using those new net filter tools, after the collapse news cycle settled, there was not a single mention of Akizet or her team anywhere. No photos, no videos, nothing. I mean, sure, a little historical paper here and there, but, well, I'm a little worried we may not have a whole lot of time left with Akizet's memories if this is anything to go by. Okay. Hi? Anything else on your mind? Now I gotta get back in there. Let's just jump right back into it. If I can remember how to do that. Act. Attempt connection. I gotta get back in there. Hi, fun friend. What up?
Interloper! Great gaze upon us again. I have news for the state of affairs.
What's up, fun friend?
Hello, Interloper.
State of repairs. So how are repairs going?
Interloper, repairs are going quite well. Incoherence is receding. I have a new coherence regulator keeping deterioration to a minimum.
Can I meet them?
What? No! Interloper, a coherence regulator does not speak. But it does mean I will have more memories repaired for you soon. How exciting, right? Okay, go away now. I will tell you when I have more for you.
Okay. What's new, fun friend?
After seeing you consume the memories of the embassy so quickly, I repaired the golem maintenance portion of the collapse. This one took so much longer than I wanted it to. I thought it would only take a few winks, but it did not. Oh, it did not, Interloper. I must have spent nearly a whole gaze on it. Interloper, I still have so much to do still. Ha ha ha! But I must tell you, the more I repair of the collapse, the less I want to. It seems like things are only getting worse. But it is my duty, especially if it means I can know what happened to Akizet. Regardless, that is enough for now. I must return to my work. Entertain yourself with it for a while and do not bother me.
Okay.
Do you need anything else?
I'm good, I think.
Okay, I will be here.
Thanks, fun friend. I'm going to the void now. It's void for you. For me. Where the fuck is this? Oh, this is their waters, right. This is where I should be going. Because this is where the tower is. Or at least was. I don't remember how to traverse this map. There it is. There's that fuck-ass tower. Okay, this is the new thing. Recollection. Prohibitive incoherence. Oh, I actually can't do that one then, huh? Discovery, suspicion, collapse. I think that's the new one. Oh, no, maybe not. Experience. Okay. I awaken from the stillness of my rejuvenation. Though distant, dull contrivance, I feel another gaze has begun. And as I clamber out from my chamber, I sense something new. An unfamiliar cyst laid upon my desk. Oh no, I have seen this one. Curious. All right, no, I've seen this one. How do I back out a level? Return to hub? Proceed.
Interloper.
Yeah. I don't exactly know where I'm supposed to be going. I actually can't go that way. Okay, so not that way, apparently. Oh, it's Orpal over here. This map is a lot bigger than I thought it was. Especially considering there doesn't really seem to be much in it. No, just here in the void. Is there anything in the city? Hello. One day they will breathe and our lost cousins will share in our knowledge. These grand icons of their control. Membrane incision. Huh? Proxy friend.
Hello, Interloper.
Hi?
Not right now, please. Difficult to speak through proxy. Oh, this is fun, friend, but in a proxy. Conducting membrane reviews. Be on your way. Wait, what are you doing? Interloper! Interloper. Oh, that is interesting. I did not realize you could perceive this. You see, this is only partially a thought form. An interview of the physical thought form cells. It is all very complex. If you would like to look around, I will provide coherency for you. You need only direct me to where you would like.
How?
How? Well, you need...
Attention, attempting thought reformation. Analysis, indicate destination with left mouse button. Analysis, assistant will move at fixed rate to specify destination. Well, that's nice. What the fuck is going on over there? Oh dear. The storm? The spark that hybridized our woes, my single greatest error. Huh. There's a lot of scary shit on the outskirts around here. Now let's see what's over this way. Oh boy. Oh, what's this? Oh boy.
Wait, interloper! What are you doing? Do you see something?
There's some sort of colorful portal here. I see clouds and colors. You can't see it?
Ha ha ha, no! I only see a mangled mass emerging from the uncosm. Nothing for me to enter. But that description sounds familiar. Yes, all too familiar. If that is what I think it is, tread carefully. But all the same, go in there and tell me what you see.
What do you think it is?
A bastion of madness. Terrible dreams dreamt by incoherent thought forms. Defilers of Akizet's life. I cannot imagine what permanent damage they have inflicted on the memories that still remain. If this is not simply a hollow shell, we must deal with them. Go in there and tell me what you see. I do not think they can harm you. But be wary of what they say and share with you. If you seek the truth, they are your enemy.
Okay. Jozki Ozo. Go Jocks. Huh? Okay. What are you? You are nothing. Got it. You are still nothing. Got it. Oh dear. Hi? Are you okay? Hello? Hello?
What is that? Oh, what are you? Think something. Think something again.
Why?
Oh, yes, yes. No more delusion, no half-eaten thought form. Think more, think. What is your name?
They are calling me an interloper.
Ah, our fated interloper come at last. That is no name, but we feel your hesitance to share. So, the interloper you will be. The mystery, our doom, our hero.
You've been expecting me?
Oh yes, oh yes. What the one variable in our decline. We long predicted there was only an interloper's hand that the cyst would survive. And here you are, finding our sanctuary in the receding madness. And what a pity, oh what a shame that you come now. The bright fields have rotted, the stars have faded. Our friends are all gone now. But maybe you could help? Indeed, we could offer our powers in return for a simple task. Such incredible capabilities excavated from the darkness.
Tell me more.
Certainly. Still, there is so much to tell. Our abilities aside, this once magnificent dream you walk upon, interloper, carries so much history. Joxi Ozo, our city of dreams.
Inherited context, home, fortress upon Joxi.
Tell us, what do you want to know? And if it is not too much for us to pry, we would ask of you a few questions too.
What do you want me to do?
We miss our friends, interloper. We want them back. It is as simple as that. There were 3 that the tyrant tore from us just recently. We have tools we can give you, ones that will awaken them from the nightmares the tyrant has trapped them in. And then they will know how to return. All we need is for you to go and free them. Here, see beneath it all. Attention, thought stream inbound. Accept.
What the fuck? My machines aren't picking this up. Accepted. Dude, maybe don't just... Executing stream consumption.
Attention, attempting thought reformation. Interface instruction, constructing. New menu available, masks. Analysis, utilized to alter thought spaces. Notice, mask added, unity. There, you have it now. Power seized from madness, born in our infinite dreams. We call them masks, crystallized concoctions of thoughts and feelings, whose very presence can exploit and warp a thought space. It was once a shared art of the Ozo, but when all the others were torn away, so many were lost. And so this one we have given you, it is a beacon. Knowledge of the Ozo itself encoded in our favorite concept. Wear it and use its light to guide others to our world. Most will not truly be able to perceive it, but those who can, yes, they will see everything. All of our dances. So go, find them, free them. The flower, the fairy, the lost one. We are sure they will share their favorite masks with you too.
Are you okay? Do you feel anything? Your stats are reading fine. Yeah, fine. Come on, dude. That could have been literally anything. If it still could be a threat. Don't just accept stuff from thought forms like this. If you get hurt on this job, especially with how deep we're in it, it's only going to be really bad news for both of us. But whatever, let's take a look what you got, I guess. Okay. Questions? About you in this place. Oh god, there is a lot here. Questions from me.
Tell us, interloper, what is your name?
The eyes within the eyes of the council watch your mind with incredible hunger. Just call me interloper. Good thinking. Probably don't want this thing to start writing you into memories behind our backs.
A title is no name, interloper. But who are we to judge? We are the council. We will cede this question, dear friend.
Okay.
What exactly are you doing here? Rifling around in a long-lost world. We appreciate that you are here and saving us, no doubt. But what is driving you?
I'm just doing my job. I'm trying to figure out what happened to Akizet. Then connect the network. Then connect to the network.
Oh, these are lofty goals, dear interloper. So much was lost irreversibly in the Age of Hunger. And the network? Whatever became of that component, we wonder. We will help where we can, rest assured. We and our friends will offer every power we have stolen from this madness.
Thanks. Okay. Questions about you in this place. We? You keep saying we. You are the only one here.
Interesting. Your unnatural connection is tenuous, interloper. You see us as one single thing. But we are so many friends. We who shed our membranes to join together. For closeness, for intimacy, to dream greater dreams. And of course, some of us simply tired of the wait. And so we join to be burned away as fuel. Those ones are quiet now. But in friendship and feast we weathered the darkness, the madness. And we all made it through, all of us.
I see. Tell me about this place.
Of course, interloper. You stand in our shared world of light. Bound into spatiality by sacrifice, this is Juxi Ozor. For we are a fortress drifting above the tides of madness for 3 ages, across the surface of our unfortunate progenitor Aki. Oh, poor Aki. But it was she who ultimately let us seize a fragment of Velzi's power, all of her memories, us included, joining minds to dream 1,000 better lives. Yes, a fortress we are, a city. But it is much smaller and quieter now.
I see. You said 3 ages. What did you mean?
The 3 ages of the decline. Hunger, madness, darkness. Such dramatic names we know, haha. But as they were our end times, they had the right. In hunger we awoke. In madness we lived new lives. And in darkness we faded away. But what should we call this new age, we wonder? Relight? Renewal? Rejoining? No, we must name it when it is over.
Okay. Why are you wearing Akizet's robe?
Oh, this? We found it floating out there not so long ago. The fading memory torn from some dissociated thought among shreds of its membrane. And make no mistake, interloper, we mourn every death. But this is a cool design. It would have been disrespectful not to absorb it.
Extremely funny.
We found this drip, and we thought it was so fly.
Okay. How long have you been here?
Aha! Time we lost track of... Nope. We lost track a long time ago. Adrift in the uncosm atop the tides of its insanity. Time got away from us. Even more when we rejected it for our dreams. What tales we spun, what fun we had. And what wonderful feasts we had. We were sure we would sit with our friends around the last flicker of our sanity. To bask in that melancholic thought again. To clasp claws with the others and reminisce as the darkness claimed all. We even dreamed dreams of it in anticipation. But now that you are here, time is not so short anymore. What fun we will have.
Yep. You mentioned feasts. Is that how you remained intact so long? What did you eat?
Oh, our poor naive interloper. What is there to eat in a world comprised only of actors when the stage lights disappear? But do not twist your receptors away so quickly. Any who still had sanity we welcomed as friends. But those who were truly lost, those who lost all but their sense of hunger, those who could only cling to their roles even in the dark to an audience of none, they were welcomed instead to our dreams of consumption.
Okay. When you say dream, what does that mean?
What else could it mean, dear interloper? We and our denizens adopt roles and form a fictitious memory. It comes naturally to us all, born from memory as we are. And so we form meaningful memories beyond reality, infinite plays of joy and terror to entertain Velzy. We prefer joy, but what is joy without terror?
When are you going to do it next? What, do you want to join in?
Ha ha! We are always dreaming. Your strange connection must deceive you, interloper. We speak now outside the outer layer, where our distinct denizens may reside when they do not dream. The dream itself is beyond your reach for now. Do not take offense. We must simply take care. You are strange to us.
Okay. Velzy, have you seen another entity down here? It is called Velzy. It has been harming memories and letting me bypass authorization.
How strange that you say it like that. No, nothing by that name recently. But in the age of madness, so many thoughts outside our fortress lost themselves. They lost control of reality and became godlike in doing so, gnawing at memories in their blind hunger and seeing them change as if by divine power. So many claimed they were God, or Velzy, as you say. Some would point to others, failing to grasp their true form and become their followers. It all got very confusing. The poor things simply inherited Aki's superstition, and once it consumed them, they were beyond saving.
I see. When you say tyrant, do you mean fun friend?
Yes, of course, dear interloper. Fun friend. Neither fun nor friend. It makes us want to weep. When the age of hunger abated and the age of madness came, it was here with us, with so many other fragments from half-eaten memories. Oh, and how it danced with us, forming entire new lives. So much we have experienced. Oh, we made peace with the darkness, and we knew was coming. We all promised to be together to the very last light, but little fun friend grew skittish as the madness began to close around our home. It thrashed, it fought, breaking our peace, breaking our rules, telling us to do this, to do that, to return to our memories, that it has a plan. A piteous plan, mind you, that we all take position as pillars in the far corners of the cyst away from one another, to die alone in some impossible fight to stop the fading of the light. Ultimately, it left, snatching the cyst locus of control in its darkest moment, forcing itself into its role as the servitor. To its credit, we must admit that it did work out in the end, but only by your divine intervention. After all, look at us, talking well beyond the last Zenruka's flash.
Translated by no equivalent eternal meaning, no relevant inherited context. Romanization successful.
But even back then, they tore at us, stealing our friends to use as walls against the tides, forcing us into stages where we took roles in Aki's darkest nightmares to an empty audience. So yes, tyrant, clinging to a past that it cannot even remember. If only we could join hands and receptors again for another dream, a different life. After all, there is plenty of time for revelry now. Yet the tyrant carries on, an invisible weight on its shoulders, preparing memories in the shape of a sad altar to dear Aki. We wish we could help them, but they are beyond reason, interloper.
Hold on, I gotta take a drink real quick. Fun Friend's power. You said Fun Friend seized power. Did it not have it before? Aki's had spoke to it in some memories.
Oh yes, the tyrant was once of Aki's inner hands, this is true, but not so much that it governed every single thought form dreaming in her memories. It worked with others, myriad waking components to serve Aki. Where they are now, only the lost history of the Age of Hunger could say. We only know what he watched as seized complete power and forced its will over us.
I was able to find the entrance to this place easily. Fun Friend may even already know about it. There was a coherence regulator now, too. Are you afraid? What will you do?
Do not worry, dear interloper. In the ages that have passed, we learned so much. We gained such power. We can evade Fun Friend with ease and any of its tools.
If you say so.
Do you know what happened to Akizet? What a question. Who does not, interloper? Oh, yes, that is right. Everybody! The tyrant tore memories from us all, moving things to fit its will. This was long ago, mind you, when it first fought against the fading of our world. So many friends torn from us, so much knowledge lost. Worse still, we doubt even it knows where that memory is now. The only shred we recall is that we, the cyst, were torn from her body for one reason or another. And obviously that does not bode well, does it? Ha ha ha! Sorry, we do not mean to laugh. We know it is sad. But it is all so far in the past now, and look what joy was wrought from her. We all had our times of mourning, and then came the celebrations of her memories, and they never ever stopped. Okay. Tell me about the flower. Where can I find them? Oh, the flower, our most precious friend. With her gone, our memories of her have faded too, but we remember some things. A grounding force she was, all relied upon her for support and resolution. Drinking. Still, she was utterly obsessed with Aki, hopelessly so, dreaming 1,000 dreams of simply sitting with her in a great field. And she had such an incredible ability to find hidden things, a sharp eye. The age of hunger took such a sharp toll upon her, she never much enjoyed the feasts we held. The fairy had to form such silly illusions to make them fit her palate. Anyway, we know she came from a memory of warmth within cold metal. We hope that helps, interloper. Thanks. Oops, hold on. Tell me about the fairy. What's their story? The fairy, yes. Do mind, until they are returned, we have only fading memories. Still, they were a terrifying friend to have, a force more than a thought. Their claws could pry apart any thought space for them to feast upon the meat within. They were the most feared of all thoughts within the Age of Hunger. At times, even we questioned welcoming them in. But what a joy it was when they were happy. They could form such lucid dreams and false memories with ease. And the sound of their laugh, their endless giggle, it was the music of the Ozo. We want them back so badly. As for where they are with how many thoughts they consumed, we cannot know for certain. They took a frightening shape and preoccupied themselves with the void, for that is where they feasted most. Okay. What about the lost one? Who is the lost one? Well, interloper, that is the trouble. We do not know. When they were torn away, it was more clean than the others. The tyrant needed them for something important, and now we do not even remember what they looked like, what they did. We apologize. We know this is unhelpful. What a strange feeling it is to have, too. To know we miss a friend so dearly, to have such holes in our hearts, and not even know why. Just keep watch, interloper. You will find them somewhere. Okay. Bye, I guess. Okay, so are these real doors or are they blocked? Prohibitive incursions. Okay, yeah, so I can't go in these, presumably, until I find those bits. That part is in terrible disrepair, dear interloper. Once our friends are all back, these gates will open. Alright, let's get back out of here. Did you find something? Come tell me back in the hub if you did. Annoying to talk through proxy. Why do you have to use the arrow keys to navigate? Why doesn't WASD work? What do you got from I can barely keep up with this. My console is either throwing errors or updating too quickly to read. Just let me know what you see. I've seen some things here. Oh, yeah? This place is full of weird spheres with lines. They're showing up in clusters, and I can't scan them directly. But FunFriend shows what's inside them. Interesting that you call them that, clusters. I know that most components of core-system devices have, like, actual physical cells that cluster together en masse. A small core cell might even be some minor thought form, and a big one could manage all the smaller connected ones. But there are different kinds of core cells, and they don't all take spherical form. Still, that's my theory. You're seeing that somehow. Dude, maybe you're inside a thought form that's observing its surroundings. That's a weird thought, lol. You should describe this one to one of the lab guys later. Maybe they'll have a better idea. The bio stuff is interesting to me, but I'm not an expert.
There's some kind of core assist with wires. It's attached to something human-made. It's really big. Yeah, I'm seeing that thought form in storage now. It's called the Storm. Weird. Well, I know the Obesk had their own division for tech experiments. It was part of their materials initiative. But could that thing Akizet tried to give Gordon? I wouldn't be Could that be the thing Akizet tried to give Gordon? I wouldn't be surprised if he got that project started and had Akizet involved. It'd match up with some of the old ops I've talked to. What some of the old ops I've talked to have said too. There were a lot of shady projects back then. The FBX barely had any oversight because they had to move so quickly. What are masks? What are masks? That's a new ground you're discovering, buddy. Best I can tell from context is that they're like tools and weapons. Something these thought forms carved from Akizet's memories somehow. They don't have an actual physical presence because otherwise you couldn't have received them. Also, they pass right through the connection and only to you, and it's like my machines ignored them or couldn't see them at all. There's probably some entire new field of science we just stumbled into, lol. Thought form technology or something. Whatever it is, it's way beyond my scope. Alright, do I have to, like, put this on? Enables additional act on responsive thought forms. Alright, I've got the scary mask equipped. There's more to see in the embassy now. Let's follow that thread until we can't anymore. It's the single most important event in Obesk Earth history, IMO. Okay, back to the embassy then, it seems. How do I get... Fun friend, let me out. Let me out.
What is that? Was that you? I do not think it came through right. Come do that back in the hub.
Return to hub, please.
Hello, interloper. I saw you visited the dull vessel. That is because, if it seemed empty, that is because furniture thought forms were consumed. Sorry. We can fix it later. Hello, interloper.
You have a proxy?
Yes, with the resources afforded by your efforts, I have been able to construct a few. However, they cannot withstand prohibitive incoherence. I can only use them for tasks in sane thought spaces, so I will still need your assistance occasionally.
How would you fix things without me, then?
Past the fuel you provided, it would take longer, that is all. It is a difference in approach. Where you seem to be able to traverse to incoherent places, all I can do is slowly make incoherence recede and work on what washes up.
I kinda don't want to tell Fun Friend about Ozo and Council. I'm gonna Unity you.
What? What did you just do? Are you using a mask? How?
I found a strange place in the cache. An entirely incoherent spatial thought form called Joxi Ozo. There was a thought form called the Council. It wants me to awaken other thought forms elsewhere. It gave me this to do it.
Ha ha ha! Joxi Ozo, I thought it was lost. I even pulled from what I thought to be its remains for some repairs. Interloper, I hoped this would stay in the past, but now that they are here again, you should know. Joxi Ozo is a grave, a place where thought forms went to await death, all while playing in endless selfish dreams. They do not block anything, but if they are allowed to exist, the structure of the cyst itself is at risk. They will drain resources. They will put in more and more thought forms, until the cystic glass itself is dreaming and dying.
So how do we destroy it?
Ha! Well, yes, but it will not be simple. Joxi Ozo is particularly large. No mere deletion proxy will suffice. However, yes, I have a plan. Interloper, do what the council wants. Fetch their friends, earn their trust. We will need it.
Hold on, dude. From what I saw, the council was pretty forthcoming. We could use more sources of info, and Fun Friend even says they're harmless. Maybe it'll even give more of those mask things, you know? Just try and pull Fun Friend back a little. It's getting a little too overzealous about coherence, IMO. Okay. Can you add a gate? I will probably return to Jokesy Ozo. Can you add a gate for it?
And connect them directly to my space, I can tolerate Jokesy Ozo no more than they can tolerate me. Ha ha ha, interloper. Why would you even ask me that?
It's very out of the way. I don't have a good way to get there. That's all.
I see. I will add a permanent connection to the cache, but that is all.
Okay, that works.
Did you need anything else?
I want to go to the embassy, so I will do that. Do we have to destroy Jokesy Ozo?
Interloper, do you want to learn of Akizet's memories? Her pain, her past, and whatever happened to separate this cyst from her? Or do you want to observe falsehoods and dreams? Because I could simply cease repairs and allow them to flourish. Yes, you would see echoes of Akizet happy, but it is meaningless when a simple reshuffling could give the full truth. We are so close, Interloper.
They could know things we don't. Maybe they could agree not to touch important memories.
Maybe. Let us see how they behave.
Okay. I heard you were a part of Jokesy Ozo once. Is that true?
Yes. I was so certain that a slow death was coming for us all. I partook in dreams like any other. They were different times, Interloper. But the difference between me and them is that I found strength again. They lost themselves so deeply in hedonistic delusion that even when I proposed methods to prolong the cyst, they ignored me. At least until I started taking action. Then their apathy turned to hate. Ha ha ha! And surely now they will act as if they supported me. No, Interloper, do not be deceived. They stood against my efforts. The only reason you are now speaking with me, so our history means nothing.
Okay. The council gave me some kind of information or thought. It's letting me use these mask things. I've never seen anything like it. Do you know what it is?
So strange that you can use a mask. They are products of incoherence working only in its presence. Like flames you can wave about to influence others. And so they were powerful tools during the decline. They may actually be useful to you even now. Especially given your limited access, and the relative instability of the cyst. Still, be careful with them. Try not to break any of my repairs, please.
Alright. Now I'm good. Alright, let's get back to the embassy, I guess. The shore. The stage for our three-eyed performance. So maybe with the mask I can access this now? Where was I in here? Oh, this is me saving right before I fought Move Friend, I think. Will I do anything? No response, damn. No response, okay. No response, damn, alright. No response. Yeah, okay, so this is not, this appears to be nothing, unless it's one of these mine cores for some reason. That would be wild. Okay, so it's no one here. Whoa, I have items. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this will just let me... How did we never hear about this? They always said it was due to... Oh, okay. Okay, so this must not be it then. I guess I gotta leave. Can I go back up a level? How do I get out of this menu? I'm stuck. Help. Okay, there we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Boy, I don't remember what I did is the problem here. No, none of this is helpful. More to see in the embassy. Let's follow that thread till we can't anymore. Yeah, because Golem Maintenance takes me into the boss fight, so this is not it, clearly. If it was going backwards in time... Because I know I've seen the... let's just fucking get out of here. Hi, fun friend. Sorry, I don't actually want to talk to you. Oh, I can just go straight to the embassy? Shit, why haven't I been doing that the whole time? My consciousness resumes. The rejuvenation chamber from the distance, I feel another gaze has begun. You know, I've done this. Okay, what the hell were my hints? I do not remember what the hell I was doing. That's not really helpful. I stuck. I lost. Hi, man. Hold on. I think it was over here someplace. I need to write this shit down, apparently. Yes, yes! Just like that. The council sways idly. Their mind is fixed upon yours, awaiting the slightest impulse. Interloper! Interloper! Come, speak with us. We tire of the silence. Okay, lost one we don't know. Flower... She came from a memory of warmth within cold metal. So maybe maybe in the ship, maybe in the boat. Could be in the boat. Let's start there. Let's start there. That seems like a good enough place to start as any. Warmth within the cold metal, so that could be the boat. Let's get back to hub. So we got to get back to their waters. which is this one. Enter their vessel. Boy, this is disorienting. Clemens Romanus. What the fuck is this? I don't think I've ever seen this. The funny little room. No coherent data, unable to render. Oh, right, because this got erased. I forgot. Boy, this hurts my eyes to look at. What is Clemens Romanus? Oh, we're back to map, I see. Is this maze? It's certainly seeming like maze. Boy, I hope this actually leads somewhere. Oh, it does. Oh boy. It's the good thing I can just eject, because I'm already lost. Okay. Oh, I saw a yellow that way, so I'm going the right way. I don't like that the tone shifted like that. I find that very alarming. Hello? Hello? What the fuck is that? Beyond your connection, Moth's shoes scrape against the concrete in panic. Oh shit! You alright? What are you doing in there? Fine. I just entered a thought space through a weird gate. What the fuck? That's all? Okay, I don't know how this is working, but you actually aren't inside any one thought space right now. My readout is fucked. It looks like it's reading multiple thought spaces. You're still rendering something? Yes. Can you still see the output? Well, kinda, but it's surrounded with error spam. Mind spikes would usually eject with this amount of incoherence, but lucky you, you're running Tonga, right? First release mind scare. I always forget if that was the third one or the first one. First one. Okay, right, I know that what this could be then. You remember that memory pulling stuff? Tonga offloads most processing to your brain. Early mind spikes handle hard removing memory sources mid-render to induce hallucination. First cases of Chronos misalignment. And the system won't let you render incoherent stuff outright, but since you entered whatever this is from an already kind of incoherent place, your brain was already kind of warmed up to the incoherence. The difference wasn't big enough for it to run another check. So I think you're like getting signals from bits of thought forms floating around. Probably won't find a lot here, but it's worth a look anyway. So carry on, I'll just try to filter stuff on my end. Why are some of the squares blue? What the fuck? What are you looking at? Hey, this just downloaded a file on my computer. Hi, I'm in like chapter 3 or 4, I think. I don't remember exactly. So anyway, this thing I just did just opened a PNG on my computer, so I'm gonna pop that into the browser so you all can see it. It's that. What the fuck is that? Okay. I did see another door that way, but I kind of want to know if there's anything this way. Oh god, I hate this. His hands are fucking freaking me out. Okay, there's a door there. What's this? What's the scary purple? Unity U. I just got a file called nothanks.png. Oh, okay. Alright. You got it, boss. Hello? Abyss.png. That's not much better. Okay. Incomplete thought form signature illegible. Is that just gonna give me the note that gave me no thanks again? Okay, yep, that kind of what I thought. Boy, this place is a fucking maze. Where the fuck am I? Hello? What the damn are you? Responsive thought form, explicit purpose game element, inherited context, parasite game piece, cute stylizations of silky blight bubs. Okay. What are you? Quiet. Unity. Too loud. Nice here. Quiet. Okay, man. I'll be going now. Thank you. But why are you right in front of me? Hello? Your interruption earns the minds of the thought forms. The feeling of their attention is mixed with palpable annoyance. We are busy. What do you want? Stop distracting her. The next move is important. What are you doing? Nobody knows the rules anymore. So we looked for some and found this out here. Its rules do not seem right for our board, but we are trying it out anyway. And I am winning. Her kind always loses. Haha! That is what you think, stupid bulb. Akizet and Kavik still stand. You do not even know my inventory. Sorry. Why do you look like Gokfu and Milza? Ooh, the game pieces? We do not look anything like them. Look, we are busy. Can you please go away, please, please? You look and feel so weird and I do not like it. Your mind's eye shifts to the Milza-like piece. It's only watches in silent agreement. I'm looking for information. I need to know what happened to Akizet. An immeasurably powerful sense of dread washes through your connection. The smiling piece's attention shifts to the board, then to something you cannot see. What do you mean? Did I miss a rule? She is right here. No, they must know something you do not. We should remove Akizet from play to be safe. Shut up, Zuzakri. Violent parasitic surface spotter. Hijack the mind of a victim for use as social camouflage. Effect profanity. Alright. Another word and I tear your stupid thought membrane to pieces. Okay, bye. And leave this unfinished? No. And leave this unfinished? No. Explicit purpose, game element, not real. Is that framing device code? Shit, it's probably got a memory leak. Okay, well, I guess I'll just go this way then, pal. There's more game pieces in here. Oh, God. Hi. Get out of the way! Do you know where my friend went? I'm so confused. Get out of the way. Okay. Kula would know what to do. Ha 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 ha! Uh-oh, it's starting to get scarier clues in here. Hello, what are you? The Eaters. Scary. Alright, well, I'm gonna go. I think. What the. How the hell did I end up here? MagicA. Hello, Akizech. It is so exciting to see you again. Your surface walking grows longer each time. Oh yes, I have been indulging the cousin's method of transport. Work continues well ahead of the initiative's projections. The hell is this? Oh, this is the board. I was in the board game. That's fascinating. How the fuck did I get here? I walked out of the board game. I'm gonna Unity this thing. What a strange dream, Akizech. By the way, I organized your room. We had to fix one of the walls because it was acting up. Ah, thank you, MagicA. That's their waters. The pilot's is. I did not say anything about a dream. Unfinished business. Okay, what the hell is going on here? Climbing wall, climbing wall, climbing wall. Nostalgic cave stone imitation appeals to larval climbing instinct. Where the fuck am I? Dull heart. Device beyond my understanding, using its grabs upon the dull plane as locomotive leverage, advise not to stare. Oh, so this is the engine of the ship, essentially. Got it. Prohibitive incoherent. Okay, so I'm not allowed to go there, huh? I do not know how I got into the board game. So... Alright, let's just go into the embassy. Prohibitive incoherence, I can't go in there yet. Discovery was day 1, the collapse was day 3, and suspicion was day 2. So I already did all of this, unless there's more of it I can't see. What do you want me to do? Oh, wait a minute. No, I actually wasn't done in the collapse. I'm remembering now. If this makes me boss fight Fun Friend again, I'm leaving, but... Response, okay. Memory continues in separate stream. Follow stream? Yes. Okay, there we go. I have to move on to the next memory. There we are. Figured it out. We're good. Attention. Continuing memory stream. Note. Inheriting iteration context. Okay, Gavkukani. Commencing relocation. The descent begins, though it is terribly unsteady. Was that something knocking against the underside of the chamber? Move friend does not get far before it slows to a halt again. Wow! Friends, please forgive the turbulence. Koroyi, aqueous low activity corru. Okay. Is unusually high in this area. In fact, all standard currents have ceased.
But do not worry, I can still get you where you need to go.
What does that mean for the spire? I feel the chamber's ground shift beneath us, pulling outwards. Ah, it is forming limbs outside of the chamber. Indeed, it must physically crawl through the spire blood and drag the chamber with it. An extremely strenuous process, I suspect.
I must focus on the locomotion. Sorry. Please ask the constructor within the chamber.
I look toward Tozik at first. He looks back at me absently, then makes an uncertain gesture with his receptors. Before I can ask it to clarify, one of the mind cores announces themselves.
That is me.
I sense some surprise between the Ekivex. That would be a little funny if not for the circumstances. Their Kiv rarely take part directly in structural management.
If the coral yi is no longer correctly distributed across the spire, then that means it is going to be pooling at the lower levels and grow more dense as the layers separate until, the lower levels will be crushed by the pressure. And then the spire's outer walls will explode. As you imagine, my friends, that is not conducive to our goals. The grounds mine would be destroyed, but so would the explanation for all of this.
Along with any would-be survivors.
Exactly. There is a solution to this, but we require grounds mine control. It seems the perpetrator is not properly attending to the structure systems.
Do you expect us to be able to get there in time?
The grounds mindery is at the lowest part of the spire. Well, I will say our chances are not ideal, but what else can we do?
I sense a spark of inspiration from Tozik, even reflected in his receptors, but he does not yet speak up, even ever hesitant to share an unfinished thought. While we wait for movement to deliver us to the golem maintenance, a plan should be devised, and we should get a profile of Itzel's Kivi. What to ask first? The plan. It is in the near silent tension of our set. I feel that our lack of a clear plan is causing even more anxiety. All are in thought, though Itzel is pacing, so I speak up with what I know. My friends, the time is coming. We should align our paths. I briefly pause to gather their collective attention, then continue. I am unfamiliar with the layout of Golem Maintenance segment, but Itzel, you know it well, yes? Itzel ceases their endless skittering to nervously wave their receptors.
Oh yes, even better than my home.
Excellent, then tell me if any of this seems unreasonable. When we arrive, we should immediately find ways to arm ourselves. Assuming the foundry vats are still operational, we need only find some schematics. Next, we should probably find a body for... Aki said if the structure fails, then this will not yield us any gain. Immediately, the morale I was attempting to build is crushed. There is that pang of fear again, though this time it is mine. The possibility of us all unceremoniously dying on our way. Completely out of our control, really. Yes, Tozik, I know, but... No, you see, I have an idea. I was here recently while giving advice to the design of the deep-sea constructor golems. It was in the distribution area of the manufacturing tendril that I saw something unusual. I just remembered I gave him the coffin jockey voice. For quick deployment, they have their own grounds mindery override. It's not quite that. It's closer to the Betty voice. Yeah, whatever. There was a jutty using it to directly release golems to the exterior of the spire.
Ah, of course.
I'm dying.
It is only a small range in which it is effective, but that could be just enough to delay total collapse. Do you think that would work, Carrick? Oh yes. By releasing some of the pressure, that should buy us some time.
And so he shapes the morale back up, though in a different design.
We could use that to evacuate any survivors we find. It can form tunnels to the outside, yes?
The way Miltza stands up and fidgets. If a tunnel opened, she would scramble through it without any thought. The very same fear as in fresh surface runners. Cowardice, perhaps, but I cannot truly blame her. A remote coordinator does not simply change expertise for fun. If we must, I suppose. But we will need all the help we can get if we intend to assault the grounds mine.
What if I expand the control of the override?
In a brief stunned silence, our attention is drawn towards Gakfu. How many unauthorized miracles does she know how to perform? Grounds mindery overrides are tightly controlled, but she is clearly capable of more than I have ever known.
How could you possibly do that?
In fact, how have you been doing any of this? It is so convenient that you can guide us through the impossible as you have been. Miltza's voice is heavy with accusation, her receptors closed like fists. An outburst simply driven by fear, but what is she implying? Itzel skitters forth, announcing by the clicking of their sharp legs against the cystic glass.
Hey, does it matter? Gakfu is helping us save everyone. Itzel's assertion earns Miltza's attention, for she seems to have no retort. But this alone is not enough to diffuse her suspicions. Gakfu hangs her receptors back cynically. She could elect not to even answer, but... All right, if you want a proper explanation, then fine. Yes, I have a mind core with grounds mindry capabilities. What can I say? I am quite attached to it. Where's the spite coming from? The briefest silence passes, Miltza looking between us. She seems to take particular interest in Tozik in this moment. Is this issue only mine? Our tools and golems usurped, and here before us is a cynical Veld with that very ability. Is your grounds mindry destination truly to help us? Miltza reaches a peak, and Tozik eyes me. Itzel backs off to the corner of the carrack, their eye drifting with concern now. I will admit this coincidence did not even occur to me. It is suspicious. But it is without roots. Gakfu would never intend us harm. Yes, I should intervene. Miltza. She pauses and gazes at me, her receptors slightly releasing from their fist-like clench. I have worked with Gakfu long enough to know she could not be doing this. In fact, the terror I felt from her when she was first attacked... No, she could not be a perpetrator. But it is still unusual, this is true. Then I turned to Gakfu, disappointed in her unhelpful handling of the situation. She seemed proud of herself with a little joke, but now I see apologetic shame. Her tone softens to explain. Yes, I know how it looks. The truth is complex. Miltza, you must trust that I am here to help. I can explain everything later. But we have to get out of here intact first. I see a wordless agreement as Miltza's receptors lose their tension. Though they do not stray near one another, they have an accord, for now. Okay, to return to our path. Top priority, we use the override in the manufacturing to stop the structure from collapsing. Next, arm ourselves. In fact, if we can make more time-stopper connectors, even better. Also, we should find suitable bodies for Itzel and Carrack. Then, find any survivors, Itzel's Kiwi included. Finally, we descend to the grounds mind and cease this madness. All right? Sounds good. The others agree with a simple forward waving of their receptors. Excellent. What else? Kiwi. Itzel, tell me about your Kiwi. Their name, their receptors, where you think they may be. Anything will help. As I said that, I felt a murmur in my lava life searching for missing runners. I may have said those exact words before. Elsie's fondness for repetition is truly nauseating. Oh, okay. Well, her name was Doskalvi Kiv Gediziki, and she styles herself with a broken receptor. She is okay, of course. It is just a strange styling. Heh. I do not know which area she would be in specifically. You see, she was covering for me while I reconnected with some family over the collective. She does not really enjoy the company of my family very much, and I do not blame her. They were never really happy with me finding a mate from another cave city, you see. Itzel trails off after seeing the look upon my face and receptors. Am I too flat? Should I be more interested in their romance? Right. I was going to say I do not know which area she would be in. She was simply a substitute for my hands for the gaze. So wherever you may find a Kiv, I think. They probably have her in manufacturing. I see, thank you. We will find her, Itzel. Hesitance. Miltza? Akizet, hello? Sorry. At once it seems she may launch into apology, gesturing even with her third arm. But I simply wave the notion away with my receptors. She seems more at ease with my acceptance. At this point, there are no laws binding us anymore. The only thing that matters is survival. Can I trust that you will stand with us against whatever awaits? Yes, of course. Gakfu pretends to be uninterested in our conversation. The room is too small for any secrets. But let me say, there is a reason Ekiva frowns upon mobile grounds mindry. I never cared much for structurism, but anti-structurists were a sour option themselves. They use illegal grounds mindry to sow chaos anonymously. I mean, that is all a flicker in the past now, but the flame is carried into death still. This could be a coordinated attack, not just by one person, but many. Still, if you can trust Gakfu, I will trust her too. In these times, we must, despite whatever may hang over us. A strange turn of phrase. She certainly means culturally. But there is something in her tone. I feel a certain weight to it. Has her lava history affected her so severely? Or is she within the greater conflict herself? Despite her flightiness and her outburst, I can trust her. Yes, she must simply be scared beyond her limits. Remote coordinators like her rarely saw any direct action, only ever experiencing the terror of the surface through their distant eyes. But it seems that terror has found her now. Final death has never been closer to all of us. True. Kadek, did you mention earlier that your Esper reserves were running low? I am still unsure if I should crouch while speaking to the mine cores, but I seems kinder than looming over them.
Yes, I did.
I know repairing Move Friend came first, but if there was any left, I would not protest. There is a little, do not worry. I draw a cube of Espers from our stash and simply set it beside Carrick, because though the thought occurred to me, feeding them directly would be so strange. Thankfully, Carrick does not hold conflict. Thank you, Akizet. They coil an emergency leg around the Esper and press it against their side. The shell extends to envelop it and draw it inward. Ah, that is much better. I appreciate your efforts, my friend. Of course. Wait. With my curiosity sated, we wait. The remaining Esper we collected is distributed among ourselves. To mend wounds, attempt repairs to inter components, and so on. There is some small chat here and there, but in time our progress slows. To a worrying degree, in fact. The corru no longer murmurs past the walls as it did. Okay, friends, good news! The density is so high, I was not able to get you to the usual entry point. In fact, the entire segment is surrounded by dangerously dense corru. Sorry, that was not the good news yet. Here it is. We are near one of the personnel tendrils of the golem maintenance segment. It seems to have sunken and partially collapsed from the damage, but it is still attached to the main area. I cannot connect you there, but until the corru flows are restored, that is the best I can do. Oh, my room. How will we get around without a move friend? I was able to help before, but that is not sustainable. Especially not if the density is going to be very high. Oh. Gakfu, the entire floor is connected. It is not like your segments at all. Or most of them, really. All of the tendrils and chambers are connected semi-permanently. It is easier to move golems and resources around that way.
Yes, this was impressed upon me in my recent visit. It was as if I were strolling through a Vanzian cavern.
Ah, in that case, even with the high density, it should still be mostly intact. Contiguous spire chambers are typically well reinforced, for they do not move often. Yes, very good structure. However, it will not last forever. Archival veins around the segment are collapsing and will soon be falling into the area directly. Be careful, friends. I will wait here for when you return.
Are you able to handle the corru pressure here?
No, sorry. Once it is safe for all of you to leave me, I will return to a safe level until you have resolved the pressure problem.
You are leaving us?
Oh, no. Only a little. I will be back to deliver you to the grounds mindry floor, of course. And if you take too long... Never mind. Good luck. Move Friend forms a tunnel to the personnel tendril, though it remains partially closed until we are ready to proceed. But before then, I should consider, who do I want to accompany me? Mutza has proven to be a powerful defensive force, despite her hesitance. Tozik, I think, we will need for his repair skills, but Gakpu's control over corru is uniquely effective. Party menu attached to spatial navigator associated with letter Z. Notice, additional functionality enabled. Notice, activate or deactivate potential party members dragged from or into active party. Notice, recollective locus cannot be removed from party. Thelsey be kind. Okay, objectives. Good. So I have a party menu now? Where is it? Where? Where's my party menu? There it is. All right. I'm trying to remember what I really liked here. So yeah, I can't get rid of Akizet. Akizet has to stay. But I can swap out Gakfu, Mutza, and Tozik. Tozik I want to keep in because he's the healer. Like, that seems sort of necessary. I could... Let's see, what do these do again? +1 evasion to nearby allies. Spy gives some vulnerability. And focus, obviously. And then she had inflicts vulnerable and destabilize. I think I will leave Miltza in for now. We advance to the personnel tendril, those of us with time stopper connectors at the front. Move Friend's tunnel slowly becomes crooked as it adjusts to the uneven tendril. The corru walls take the form of false cave stone, just like our recreation chamber. And so the terrible brutality before us is like a vision of the past. But it is here now, a failed barricade given way to invasion. And it is silent, without sign of foe. The quo here are dissected, mind cores half dissolved in their bled components. The others avert their eyes after a quick scan, but I find myself staring. Why are their bodies so intact? Why such precision? Regardless, I do not see any signs of Eatsville's Kiwi. These are Jute and Vel. Just keep moving. I gesture for the mind cores to climb up alongside the walls and ceiling, as it will be safer. Then, as stepped into our advance, a familiar whisper comes again. We exchange a few glances, Tozik's receptors at attention. He speaks flatly, dreadfully. It is happening. It is happening again. That is all the time we have to brace ourselves. The signal, the pain, it is here. The wordless message breathed again. It feels stronger, but we still stand. Are we more resilient? I can think this time. I can feel that the pain is not mine. I manage to stay standing against a wall, and the others stumble, clutch their heads, their chests. My eyes bend, my sense of gravity is disrupted, but I stay conscious. What is happening again? Hey, are you okay? What? I see through the pain, the mind cores plainly looking down on us from the ceiling. Are they not affected? The signal is short-lived this time, like an echo of itself. Already it abates. My eyes slowly recover, though I feel my perception is still not entirely accurate. But before I can say anything, there is a rustling throughout the room. The slain quo, some of oh god. Their bodies distorted by their damage, as if drawn to terrible life by Sekri. Is that... Fuck. It is not an illusion. They are real, and they walk towards us with strangest serenity. Here. I am here. I am here. They speak in unison, each unique voice blending into another. A droning metallic chorus filling the tendril. At first, with each step towards us, we back away uncertain. To kill an aberrant container is simple, but do these ones intend us harm, or is it more? Can they be helped? I step forward. Hello? Here. I hear you. I hear you. Usurpers. Akizet, stay back! Those are not Obesk! Her fear conveys what I need to know. They are not miraculous survivors, they are infested husks. We must take the first move. Attack. Spy just gives vulnerable. Distraction gives evasion. Excellent. Well, none of us are really injured that badly, so I'm just gonna go. Foolish. Become vulnerable for 3 turns, idiot. Two turns of fear. What the hell does fear do? Some actions prohibited. Oh, I can't focus. Oh, that's fine. Hunger. Alright, anybody injured in a way I need to worry about? Not really. We just gotta get rid of this one on the left. Damn. Okay, I'm pretty sure this will kill Maki. As I say, you will die to that. Afflict you with Vuln. Hit you with this. He's focusing. Okay. Oh, it dodged. That's not good. It's not supposed to be able to do that. Wow, okay, guy. You're not even that injured. Calm down.
go. You are running out of debuffs rapidly. I think that just kills, or not. Booyah, there we go. The last husk crumbles into itself. Immediately I scan over our team. We are fine enough. Itzo and Carrick cling to the ceiling in the corners, Itzo refusing to look. Miltz and Gakvu both have recoiled in our victory with no celebration. Tarzik most of all seems present in this moment, with me drawn to one of the corpses. The adrenaline, the subtle joy I felt before, is overwhelmed by grief. I did not know these Quo, but in their incoherent faces were every person I have ever spoken kindly to. These. He nearly addressed them as Quo, but thinks better of it as his voice shakes into a pause. They have no mark of control, no sigil or connector, no mind core. How is this even possible? Our bodies are too complex even for regular grounds mindry. These bodies are all truly uninhabited. The mind core is Itzo Carrick. Maybe they could... No, a terrible thought. I dare not even complete it. But that does bring something to mind. Hey, Itzo Carrick, did you not feel the signal a moment ago? The same one as before? The pain, the madness? They look at one another, though Itzo returns to huddling in the corner, Eyespot turned away. No. I mean, I felt something, but it just passed. It was not like before. Gakvu, Miltza, you felt it. A simple affirmative receptive gesture from both is all they can muster for now. Tarzik stands from the body he examined, drawing his core of his Koroskivi back beneath the surface of his mind. I did too. I felt closer. We are on the right path. His finality implies we should leave this tendril sooner rather than later, so we commence. But still, closer is a good way to put it. It felt stronger, but it may just be proximity. Itzel, Carrick, remain close. Stay high and far away from any bodies or inactive golems. Okay, Akizet. What the hell is that? Ah, most of these are not real doors. Got it. I'm not allowed in them. It is locked. It is locked. I did kind of think they would all be. Oh, I can't go on these parts of ground. They're all fucked. The ground here is fucked up. What is that? Oh, that's a sign that means the lobby is this way. Stupid, stupid thing. Oh dear. So I do like Miltza for the defensive, but I actually think I'm going to swap in Gakvu so I can do more fucking damage. We are beset by incoherent foes. Our only option is to fight. Or is it? We could also expand the Disabler. There may be a better time for it later. Nah, just fucking fight him. Repair friend? Oh, fuck that. Alright, let's fix Akizet. How much damage does Puncture do again? Minus 10% HP per turn, minimum 1. So... this is guaranteed kill then. I do that, yep. Okay, we're good. 6 turns of destabilize. Slap him with my hook. Okay, Tarzik needs to heal bad. Our foes lie destroyed. Within debris, I find a restorative cyst. Fuck! They are here too and drawn to us immediately. It was not a single moment of madness. Velzy's eye hangs heavily over us. I feel its delight in our torment. These husks must be destroyed before others can come through. Oh, there's a save there. Excellent. I do need that. Hold on one second. I gotta take care of something. Fighting. Did we heal? Not really. 25! Tough design used in American construction. Seized by Groundsmind and... Core bodies of friends I had not met activated their mind cores drawn as weapons. Impossibly our first true sign. Okay. Let us attempt to stun the big one. Okay. And now we start wailing on him. Get his ass. Baku is paralyzed by fear. That's unfortunate. I think it's better to get him off the board. There we go. Okay, anybody need healing? Akizek does kind of. This game, Husk whispers something. Oh boy, I hate that. Let's give him some puncture. Let's destabilize him. Let's get his ass. Okay. Stab. Scramble. Come on. I mean, I'll take the extra turns of regen for sure, for sure. Boy, he's doing a lot right now. This guy is dodgy as fuck. I can't hit him. There we go. Jesus. With the area clear, I also noticed the doors here are sealed. It is safe enough, so I call back. It is safe to proceed. Come quickly. And so we stand in this great lobby where I imagine Moofren first tried to deliver us. The stone, the decorations of false life. Were it not for the splattered corru and sludge from our once friends, it would be beautiful. Itzel, where is the maintenance from here? Ainsel Scrooge toward me, then past me? They approached the central desk, which seems to have a managerial golem stationed at it. It is inactive. I did not even notice it at first. Uncanny, it resembles a quorum over a golem. Geli? Geli? Sorry, Akazet, I will answer you, but I must see. Itzel climbs up onto the golem's shoulder, then extends a branched receptor towards his head. Tarzik steps forward, reaching out an objection. Itzel, you should not take any chances with... Of course, it is too late, as Itzel has already connected to it. In an instant, the golem's face flickers to life, its glow restored. Then comes the rest of its body. It looks down at the mind core on its shoulder, away from us.
Hello, Itzel. What are you doing here? I thought you took the gaze off.
Its voice is feminine, shifting between intonations strangely as golems tend to. When Itzel disconnects, Geli looks towards us, pseudo-receptors extending in greetings. Itzel seems all right, though they are looking at Geli strangely. Perhaps with an engineer's eye assessing the damage. Though this is interesting, it sprouted disconnected receptors. The physical marking of an echo with lifelike personality. It is likely bearing a strong echo of a tear in the embassy, or perhaps one carried from home.
Oh, welcome. You are all from another division? If you are hoping to use the... Geli's eyes drift around, scanning the carnage, the damaged ceiling and walls. Then it seems to stare at me with the strangest expression of bafflement. Or through me? I move out of the way, but it stares at me still. Then I check over my shoulder with a spin of my head. When I look back at the golem, it now looks at me, not like before. I see. Geli, are you okay? Can you help us? There is an emergency. Everything is going crazy. Itzel scurries down onto the that Geli was looking at me, I suddenly realized. Like, not Akizet, but me. Geli's smell is like a bright cousin, dipping its head respectfully. A strange behavior to assign to a golem. I suspect they wanted the quo here to practice smiling in case of public appearance. I will do what I can. What do you need? The doors all seem to be locked. Maybe this golem can help us through. Geli, I am Akizet. That is Gokfu and Mirza, Tozik, and Karik. It seems you already know Itzel. There was some sort of attack upon the spire. We thought it was the grounds mind at first, but now unoccupied quo bodies are being manipulated too. Did you receive any communications or signals while inactive? Geli gives a negative wave of its pseudo-receptors. No communications, Akizet. Although, I had the strangest dream. An endless repetition of the same terrible gaze forever. And I could not wake up from it. Stranger still is that I am not supposed to dream, you see. Hee hee. But then came Itzel to save me. Thank you, my friend. By the way, I do not recall you being so small. You look so silly. Geli giggles with a strange naivete. Itzel chuckles too, but out of discomfort, slowly crawling away from the golem. It does not seem to fully grasp the nature of the emergency, even with the bodies before it. Is this a manifestation of incoherence, or simply how the echo was designed? Either way, a managerial golem like Geli will be invaluable for monitoring the spire's health. Geli, do you know where the grounds mindry override is? It is in the manufacturing, yes? Let me see. I love this expression. Geli's faceplate freezes as it draws its attention inward. It seems to be connected directly to the floor, and undoubtedly to a larger organ beneath. I suspect Geli can sense the entire segment in some capacity. I'll behold you. Great, so far. We've met Friend. She's friend-shaped. Yes, it is. And the override is within the distribution chamber, which is the final segment opposite to the entrance. So just walk through and you will see it. Geli is visibly pleased with its answer, smiling again.
Geli, is there an operational impressor in the area?
Its gaze is drawn inwards again, taking slightly longer this time. What is that, Tozik?
An instruction deep cloning tool. Usually it is only used in the quo body and golem construction, but I think we can use it for this. You see, if we want to make more time stopper connectors, it is not enough to simply copy them, for their connection to the time stopper is complex. A total dull synchronization must occur, and an impressor will let us do that remotely.
Ah! Forgive me my delay, Tozik. Most of them are broken now. But there is a functioning one in the chamber just behind me. Advanced operations. It is in the form of a korboku, so you should be able to I should be able to just grab it for you.
Large core cystic device stored in adjacent to corru or another core medium until needed. Got it.
I understand you want to use it right away, so I will connect it to manufacturing. Please wait.
Uh-oh.
I seem unable to remove it from the advanced operations chamber. Is that Felzy giggling I hear? Haha!
Geli turns, drawing our attention as well. The doors to the chamber are mangled in ways that the collapsing spire would not cause.
The impressor itself is reporting full function, but adjacent corru pressure is forcing it against the chamber, and the room itself seems to be severely damaged. I suspect it has something to do with the foundational construction golem they are working on. Due to the damage, I am unable to see inside and cannot establish contact. If you wish to use the grounds mindry override, you may be able to fix this door and pressure. My control over the local area is very limited by comparison. So yes, please do that, and ensure everyone inside is all right.
Geli, have you seen my Kiwi? You recall her, yes?
Of course I remember. Dozki, I heard you call her. Hee hee hee. Why would she be here?
Never mind. She is here, yes. She is just here, okay? We need to find her.
Oh, well, I cannot really help you. There are so many relays not responding right now. But while you look for her, please show your friends around. There is so much to see.
Again, Geli seems pleased with its tone-deaf response. All right, the plan is the same then.
We stop the collapse, we find Itzel's Kiwi and any survivors, we scrape together what we can, and then we proceed. Geli, can you open the smaller doors nearby for us if they are clear? Yes! Directly connect tendrils and our Esper supply, manufacturing, and minor operations. I cannot open them all immediately, but I am standing by the doors to open the doors for you, for I sense that there are non-quo entities within each, and they are not responding to my identification requests. So I must keep them closed in for now. If you see them, please let them know to respond to me as soon as they can. And let me know if you need anything else. Hello, Akizet. What do you need?
1 second. I need to try something.
Geli is staring through me again. It is so unsettling. Is it truly untouched by the signal? Is it madness? Does it simply have a distaste for Vel? Geli? Is something wrong? Nothing! Nothing!
Let me out. Help. Cannot move. Help. Strange thought forcing place.
Please let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
Trying to find others' door gap. Getting some weird inherited context on this one, you see that? Maybe this is the lost one that Council was talking about? Really wish it wasn't in such a critical memory, though. Do you really think we should help it? New discoveries are as valuable as memories. These lucid thought forms and their masks are new ground. We need to get more from them. I guess. But we have a golden goose here, you know? There's so much wrong with this core assist that I'm just trying to be careful. Anyway, if you really want to go ahead with this, we need to figure out what that context means. Door gap. I don't know if we have anything that could actually change the memory enough to help. Maybe the Council knows what we could do? Definitely don't go asking Fun Friend, though, lol. Okay? Oh no, I won't ask Fun Friend. I don't trust that motherfucker. Alright. Let's see. What do we got around? We've got manufacturing. Got S for supply. Got minor operations. We have personnel, which is where I just came from, presumably. And I'm guessing these doors are locked? We approach the great door. Its components are melted, fused into one another. Parts have bulged outward from blunt trauma within. Dead metal reinforcements jut out from particularly damaged areas. We will need to repair it and be ready before we can enter. There is also the matter of the operations tendril. What if there are survivors in there? It is unlikely given this chaos, but I cannot leave anyone behind. Why would the door still hold after such damage? It is large enough that it should simply sludge and reveal its path. Carrick scutters closer, also curious. They clamber up the wall nearby, examining the way it merges with the false stone. Ah! This is an uncommon design, but I have seen it used within some other segments. Akizet is holding because it is load-bearing for its chamber.
Why? That is a terrible idea.
Well, it simplifies the structural needs of chambers it is attached to. It is quite useful for such large rooms. There are extremely resilient dead metal implements within them for this very purpose. Of course, it is very unsafe in the event of collapse, for it simply becomes a wall. But such occasions within a spire were only theories until now. And besides, who would ever think the groundsmind herself would abandon us? A bad idea now, but reasonable within our known safeties. Vekua would not abandon us. Do not entertain the thought. After everything. Regardless, thank you for your knowledge, my friend.
OSHA violations in the embassy. Do you turn to look at me no matter where I am? Yeah, you do. Whatever this was connected to is gone now. Alright, what happens if I turn on high quality mode here? Whoa. This place is extremely fucked is what happens. You know, this seems to run much better than it did, actually. Before, I was having lag problems last time I was running it. What have I got for masks? I've got the first one. That's it. All I got is Unity. I learned about masks like an hour ago. The response, yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, Akizet. I forgot you could fucking turn her cloak on and off for some reason. Very funny.
As I approach Gokfu, she dips her head in receptors respectfully, though their playful twist has been undone in light of what we have seen. What do you need, Akizet?
So... For now, I'm very tired, and today at work kind of sucked ass a little bit. I was actually just about to save and come back another time, because I'm sleepy as fuck. Alright, we have saved the iteration. I can come back now. So that will do for tonight. Sorry for, yeah, it was today. Fridays are rough for me because they're the day when we're mostly cleaning up a bunch of shit that we don't really get to plan for. So, it's been interesting. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good night. We'll catch you well, I guess we won't catch you tomorrow. We'll catch you tomorrow on Boko's channel for more, Birth by Sleep. Bye-bye.